Your throne, O Lord, has stood from time immemorial. You yourself are from the everlasting past. I read that verse this morning and considered how a man's life, my own life, compares to the Lord. I have no everlasting past. I'm almost 70 and it seems my life has flown by. I also considered the true and lasting impact of a man or woman on this world. I attended a funeral for a 94-year-old woman yesterday. We shared memories of her, laughed a bit, and shed some tears. And she is gone now. This same thing happens around the world every day. The world carries on. I then mused about how World War II gripped the entire world in the 1940s and how my father survived it, and therefore I was eventually born. But during those critical and decisive days, I didn't exist, and that didn't matter. The world didn't need me. It carried on just fine. History became the present day's creation of history. And then again, I thought about how during a period of 7 awful years after a health crisis, with an ensuing severe anxiety syndrome setting in, I essentially didn't productively exist in the world. I stayed home, simply existing, pushing through day to day. I contributed nothing to the flow of the world. I couldn't even hold down a job. But did the world carry on? Yes. Did the world need me? No. When I realized this fact, this several years ago, after miraculous healing by the Lord, it was very humbling and sobering. Yet many of us actually think we really matter in this world. We see ourselves as quite important, and our existence is somehow very important. Therefore, we sometimes think we must, need to endure, and thus will exist for many, many years. Death seems light years away. We are very deluded. What does the Bible say? Yet you know not the least thing about what may happen tomorrow. What is the nature of your life? You are really but a wisp of vapor, a puff of smoke, a mist that is visible for a little while and then disappears into the thin air. The days of man are like grass. He grows like a flower of the field. When the wind blows over it, it is gone. Its place will remember it no more. My days fly faster than a weaver's shuttle. They end without hope. Oh God, remember that my life is but a breath, and I will never again feel happiness. You see me now, but not for long. You will look for me, but I will be gone. Just as a cloud dissipates and vanishes, those who die will not come back. They are gone forever from their home, never to be seen again. Behold, You have made my days a few hand breadths, and my lifetime is as nothing before you. Surely all mankind stands as a mere breath. So what can we do? How shall we live our lives soberly and wisely, considering our lives are not eternal and are actually subject to vanity? Is there a simple clue to living a humble, realistic, and happy life? Here's what King Solomon said in Ecclesiastes. Even so, I have noticed one thing, at least that is good. It is good for people to eat, drink, and enjoy their work under the sun during the short life God has given them, and to accept their lot in life. And it is a good thing to receive wealth from God, the good health to enjoy it, to enjoy your work and accept your lot in life. This is indeed a gift from God. God keeps such people so busy enjoying life that they take no time to brood over the past. Now meditate on what Solomon says here. Whatever happens, happens. Its destiny is fixed. You can't argue with fate. The more words that are spoken, the more smoke there is in the air. And who is any better off? And who knows what's best for us as we live our lives out, meager, smoke and shadow lives? And who can tell any of us the next chapter of our lives? There is so much out of direct control, out of our direct control concerning all of our lives. We really don't know what tomorrow will bring. One day, we shall all die. Do we really have a lasting impact on this world? Probably not. So we need to be humble and honest about our lives. If we realize our lives are not eternal, but want to connect with eternal existence, how is this possible? Simple. You align yourself with the Eternal One. And who is that? I repeat now that verse I was considering earlier this morning. Let's read it again. Your throne, O Lord, has stood from time immemorial. You yourself are from the everlasting past. Who is this Lord that David writes about? I believe that seeking him will bring one into an eternity beyond death itself. And though we are like candles in the wind, sometimes burning out very quickly or lasting a long time, we can inherit an eternity promised by the Lord. Our lives may seem not to matter in the grand scheme of things, but to this Lord that David speaks of, every moment of our life matters. Every hair on our head matters to him. In this reality, I find an assurance, a comfort, and a peace. This world may not need me, nor even recognize my presence, but he does. He always has.